What's up everybody, it's Sean here, back today with another installment of my Dare to Dream series. In this series, I take a look at shoes that aren't as commonly seen on YouTube, ranging from high heat releases from the past and special sneakers to me that have a sentimental meaning behind them. So in today's video, I'll be giving you guys a closer look at the original Nike Zoom Kobe 5 in the Bruce Lee colorway. This pair originally dropped back on February 6th of 2010. They retailed for $130 and the official colorway for this shoe is Del Sol, black, varsity red, and metallic silver. The Nike Kobe 5 is personally my favorite Kobe silhouette of all time. I think design-wise, this is pretty much the perfect basketball shoe, and it's so important in sneaker history because together with the Kobe 4, this really ushered in a new trend where low-top sneakers for basketball became acceptable. You see, the late Kobe Bryant was inspired by soccer or football players in the sense that they're going all over the soccer pitch, making hard cuts, but they all pretty much wear soccer cleats that are low cut. So he really broke that boundary and ended that idea that only high top sneakers are wearable for ankle protection in basketball. As for the colorway, this pair was inspired by Bruce Lee. And specifically this yellow and black was based off of Bruce Lee's jumpsuit that he wore during the movie Game of Death. This pair has always been one of my favorite Kobe 5s of all time. And for those watching, if you haven't heard by now, the word on the street is that there is going to be a Pro version of this that's releasing sometime this year. But basically it's supposed to be a very accurate take on the OG Kobe 5s with slight improvements overall from a performance standpoint. So I don't blame you at all if you don't want to pony up the cash to pick up a pair of these OGs, because my guess is that the Pro version is going to be pretty much spot on. So taking a deep dive into the shoe, the Zoom Kobe 5 is constructed using these heat bonded overlays. It has this shiny plastic feel to it, but I do have to say it is very lightweight. On the toe box, we also have these perforations which are done in various sizes. Covering the top portion of the toe, there's this additional fuse overlay, which has this sort of root-like texture to it. Moving downwards, we have these black colored overlays, and then on the lateral side of the toe box, we have these 4 red colored scratch marks, which were inspired by another Bruce Lee movie, Enter the Dragon. This black overlay runs up the center of the shoe where the eyelets are as well, and then below this, you can see the Flywire cables which are embedded within the overlay. Nike Flywire is essentially this thin cable which runs along the sides of the shoe from the base to the top, giving you additional structure and containment. And then overlaid on top, we have a black Nike swoosh, which is outlined in metallic silver. The medial side of the midfoot panel is a bit different, so here we have a smaller swoosh compared to the lateral side, and we also have these 4 vertical lines of perforations here as well. Moving further down towards the back end of the sneaker, here we have this black colored ballistic mesh, and then hugging the back heel we have this heel cup, which is done in black and it's accented with Kobe Bryant's signature in red. This heel cup helps to contain your foot in place, especially considering that it is a low cut sneaker, so this gives the shoe a ton of stability. And then accenting the very top of the back heel, we have this hit of red nylon, which is a very nice accent color and it gives it a ton of pop. For the laces, these come with a flat style yellow lace, and then underneath the laces we have the tongue. So the bottom half of the tongue is done in black colored mesh, and then the top of the tongue, which is connected to the sides of the shoe, creating this one-piece booty-like fit. This is accented with the Kobe Bryant logo done in silver. Taking out the insoles, these come with custom Kobe Bryant graphic insoles, and then contained within the midsole but not visible to the eye, we do have Nike Zoom Air units both underneath the forefoot as well as underneath the heel as well. So the upper of these Kobe 5s sits atop this full-length Phylon foam midsole. This foam is painted in this yellow color, except for the lateral side of the forefoot, which is done in this shiny black finish. And then protruding out the lateral side of the forefoot, we have a piece of the outsole which extends outwards, giving the Kobe 5 a ton of stability, especially for hard cuts on the basketball court. Turning the shoe over to the bottom, so here we have your outsole of the Nike Kobe 5. And in this case, this is done primarily in black colored rubber. We do have this hit of red on the forefoot, and then the traction pattern, instead of typical herringbone, this is inspired by Kobe Bryant's heartbeat. In the middle, we have this carbon fiber shank plate, which gives you midfoot control and torsional rigidity. And then on the bottom of the shoe, we have Kobe Bryant's logo once again, this time done in red. So that pretty much covers everything you need to know about the look of the Kobe 5. And while this is a shoe that's going to be kept dead stock, I'm probably going to pick up the Pro to rock. For those wondering, the Kobe 5s do run pretty snug, so I personally always go a half size up. I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and 10.5 in the Kobe 5 just fits me better. But everyone's feet are different, so if you have the opportunity to try them on, I would definitely do so before committing to a size. All in all, as I said from the start, the Kobe 5 is my favorite Kobe silhouette of all time. Just looking at this shoe from all angles, I just think that Nike did a killer job with the design, and because of the fact that it's low cut, I think it's a shoe you can really wear both casually as well as on the basketball court. I know next week there's going to be a ton of super hyped Kobe 5 releases, with Vanessa Bryant okaying that Nike releases Kobe Bryant products once again. So I'll definitely be trying for those. But knowing how Nike works, I'm probably expecting an L, which is pretty unfortunate because there are a ton of Kobe fans out there. So I don't think it's the right call to make it limited, but from a business perspective, you can see why Nike's doing what they're doing. I just think it's kind of disrespectful for many reasons, but that's a whole different story. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of the Nike Zoom Kobe 5 in the Bruce Lee colorway. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm very excited for the Pro version to release. And that might be a double up shoe for me as well. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this colorway, what you think about the Kobe 5 in general, and on a side note, how you think Nike's gonna handle the re-release of Kobe Bryant products starting next week. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a follow on Instagram at esco8. Check out my Twitter at sean.go. and visit my website at seango.ca. So until next time, hopefully you guys enjoyed this installment of my Dare to Dream series, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video.